Okay, no, maybe right there. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor. We're going to look at Metamaterials. What a day it had today. It was down. Let's look at what happened today. It was down 17% today to a low of $3.88, and it closed the day at 394. It was at a high of 486, and after hours, it's at as of right now 396. So when you look at this chart for Metamaterials, uh, the support is looking actually like anywhere, I'd say, between $2.80, something like that, to $4. Looking at the last year, I mean, I don't know if we can really count everything that happened before these little bumps here. In February, went up to $6 around there, which is uh, when you take into account the reverse stock split, that's closer to $12. So when you take that into account, I don't know if you can really say this is support, everything at 50 cents. I don't think that's a good indicator. I'm looking at the last 10 years now, and this company's been around at least since 2010, and it's been as high as $8, then went down to 186, and then went up to $10, went down to 64 cents, and then up to 448, and went down just below a dollar. And we're seeing a resurgence here that it was below a dollar. When you take into account the reverse stock split, was actually closer to a dollar to $4. Or I should say, no, that's not true. It's divided by two, isn't it? So it would be closer to a dollar. Yeah, a dollar to $2. And this would be everything under a dollar would be closer to 25 cents. So this was a penny stock for the longest time. When it went up to 8.58, which was around $4, uh, everything changed from that moment. So I think true support is really closer to 280 to $4. Uh, Realistically, is this going to $3? It might go to $3. I don't see this going below 280 or even $2. I think $2 is that would be very concerning. Not that it not that the not that they're going away, but $2 is a cause for concern. I'm not going to lie. That's really that would mean, I mean, they're just mishandling this whole thing. That's what it would mean, in my opinion. Or the shorts are just super aggressive, and they're just having their way with the stock. Um, that seems to be what's happening lately. That they're just having their way with the stock, but it is growing pains. It is a growing pain that they're going through. Growing pains, I should say. And this merger that happened between Torchlight and themselves, where they acquired Torchlight and have to sell off their assets, that takes time, and it's a procedure, and it's also complicated because of the cross-border situation where you have a Canadian company in Metamaterials who have purchased an American oil and gas company, Torchlight. So it's not as streamlined as maybe, Tesla buying Torchlight, for example, or an American company, whoever it is buying an American company. There's a lot more red tape, a lot more things that have to be settled and completed before you'll see a turnaround. So is $4? Is 394? Is this the bottom? I don't know. We'll see. I feel like this is really, really close to the bottom. I ended up buying a lot of shares today. I was averaging around $9 a share, today, because of what happened with the dip, I'm averaging closer to $5 now. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm looking forward to the stock going up in the next 6 months. Again, I'm not selling the stock before the new year, uh, the fiscal new year. I'm looking forward to seeing everything turn around by April 2022. So I'm locked in till April 2022. I'm going to just watch this, just stoically, not really be emotionally invested in it because I know where this is going. It's going to double digits, and I mean $20 is only a sneak preview of what it was. Only a small glimpse of what this could do. If you think $20 is the ceiling, I got news for you. This is going to at least 40. So if you buy this now at $4, you'll uh, make 10 times your portfolio. You'll make tenfold whatever you have. So this is a great price to get this at. But you do have to do your research. Don't just believe anything you hear or see on the internet. Do your research about this company, about any company, any investment. Since I am not a financial expert or advisor, but I do have good instincts. I've had many great picks in my past, not when I had this channel, but before I had the channel, where I was picking stocks like Nintendo, Apple, Netflix way before they exploded. So this is when Nintendo didn't even do the Wii yet, before Apple had done the iPhone yet, before Netflix became what it is today. Because I was just looking at it and thinking, okay, a lot of people are getting Netflix. This was back in I think in the 90s or early 2000s, where you still had a Blockbuster, out doing business there. And Beyond Meat, just a lot of companies like that. And then Tesla, obviously, I didn't buy Tesla, but you could feel that there was something going on there. So yeah, I'm very bullish on the EV market and cryptocurrency. I did end up selling my Canon shares because Canon was down only 15%. And I realized, you know what? That's not so much of a loss. I'd rather sell that at a loss and then buy Meta with that, which is down 60% overall since I think since the merger. So I thought, yeah, that's a better discount to get something 60% off versus 15% off. So you just have to pick your battles, and I picked Metamaterials, so I'm going all the way in Meta. So that's what happened uh, in my personal thing. Looking at I'm going to look at the trending stocks, aka the meme stocks. Again, I hate using that term because that is a demeaning term. It's sort of insulting to the companies that are actually very good companies like AMC, GameStop. They're not memes. These are real companies that are the best in their fields. AMC in the movie theater industry, they're number one in the world. GameStop is the top video game uh, store, video game business, pretty much, that sells video games and consoles, and even is going out into the PC gaming market. Uh, so I'm going to look at Newegg first. Newegg is also down about 18%. They took quite a hit today, actually, even a bigger hit than Metamaterials did. So they're down $8.70 to $37.99. Uh, Not to worry though. Uh, Actually, there is a cause to there is cause for concern. If you bought this, $79, yeah, there is cause for concern. You don't want to buy that high. The true support for this stock, this is a great stock, by the way. You're looking at anywhere between, I'm going to say $3, $3 to $5 is your entry point for Newegg. If you can get this between, actually even two to $5, then you're gold. You're really golden. 2 to 5. Yeah, that's a really safe play to get this between $2 to $5. You will make a killing. It will take a while, but you will probably make 10 times your portfolio, if not 100 times your portfolio. Actually, not 100, 10 times. So it's closer to 10 times. So you will make 1,000% if you pick this up at $2 to $5. But again, you have to wait for this to go down to support levels. Might take a year or two, but this is a really good stock. It's on my radar. I was going to do a separate video just for this, but I won't. Just consider this the video. Tupperware was the other one I'm looking at. I was going to do a video on that as well. Might as well just do it now. Another stock that can bring your portfolio to plus 1,000% or tenfold. Multiply whatever you're worth by 10. Uh, this is uh, this is one where you want to pick this up. Um, Again, when it goes down to support levels, we're looking at something like $6. Probably less than that, though. I'm thinking $3. Anything between one to $6, maybe even five. So it's almost the same as Neo-Egg in terms of support. I'd say one to even seven. This is a bit of a stretch, but one to five, even six. I don't know about seven. Heck, I mean that's not a bad price, but one to six is pretty safe. One to five even better. But so once you see that go down to those levels, that's a immediate buy. You buy that ASAP, and then that will go right up to probably 90. Could go to 90, but it was only as high as it was high as 38. So you know what? Just sell it at 38. Buy that at $3. Sell it at 38. There you go, tenfold. Again, I'm going to look at the trending stocks, the meme stocks. DD is down. Continuing just again, this is a dumpster fire. I'm just watching it from afar just to see how low it's going to go and eventually to zero probably. And yeah, so there's a huge sell off in terms of the Chinese stocks. All these pump and dump companies, I really don't believe in them anymore. Canaan and SOS, you know what? I'm not against them. I think there's potential, but I'm so cautious regarding that, so I just decided to sell off my Canaan in favor of Meta. Um, I feel like if you're going to get into crypto, buy Bitcoin or just buy the Coinbase stock. Those are your best options in terms of doing that crypto in the stock market. I know there are people who will buy, for instance, gold related stocks. So there's literally a stock ticker symbol, gold, GOLD, and that is a potential buy. But I think you're better off just buying physical gold than just buying their stock, in my opinion. But that's always an option. So DD is down to a 52-week range is $11. So I think it did hit that today. Oh, it almost did. So you know what? DD could still go up. I know it sounds shocking to hear, but they could still go up. We still don't know where support is. Give it 3 months. Give it 3 months to really show us what are the true levels of support and resistance are. But then again, it's in a very fragile situation where we have their own government going through a political civil war, not military, obviously. It's more of a political, economic civil war that they're having between their entrepreneurs, their elite, their wealthy uh, people in China, having a infighting between themselves and the government, including their president. So that is not a situation you want to get into. So I feel like they're kind of hanging on a thread. So I would steer clear of all Chinese stocks. But if you were to get into them, probably SOS and Canaan are probably the safer ones of all the Chinese stocks. Those two, and maybe even what's that one? Alibaba is probably a little bit safer as well. So that's all for those. I'm gonna keep going, scrolling down here. All right, just looking for stocks that either went up or went down double digits, percentage wise. All right. HCMC is up a little bit, but I would steer clear of that like the plague. All right. And then our update with AMC and GME. Let's look at those. Always like looking at those. See how they're doing. They're like old friends. How are you doing, old friend? AMC and GME. All right, let's take a look at those. So AMC is down about 8%, and then after hours another closer to 9%. Today it was between 42 to 46.55. So yeah, this is on a downward trend. Um, However, the great news is the movie theater industry is booming again. I'm looking at the weekly box office numbers, and the screens that are open right now is almost pre-COVID levels. So I remember they were above 4,000, and I think they're again above 4,000 right now. So that is a very good sign. This is probably going to be stable and continue to increase to the next 5 years. This is going to smash new highs, especially when you take into consideration all the short squeeze potential. So is this going right back down to $10, $20? It might, but I don't know if it's going down all the way to 10. Might maybe 20 is realistic because of when you look at the theaters opening up again pre-COVID levels. This was Where was this? This was closer to double digits, around $10. So maybe it will go down to 10. I think it very well might. Um, but I think real support is probably $10 and under. Yeah, maybe even $7 to 10. But $20 might be a little more realistic, considering all the volume, all the buyers and retail investors who are holding. Might be 20, but a lot of them did get in at 10. If you look at this chart, the one I'm looking at right now, a lot of people entered at 351 and $12. So you're looking at closer to 10. So I think $7 to $10 is really your true support level for AMC. And in terms of the resistance, you're looking at 60, 55, 60. Okay, so that's all for AMC, and the volume today for that was 62 million. I'm just going to open Meta. Oh, never mind. I'm going to open that later. So GameStop was between, excuse me, need a drink. That's what your voice does that. You need a drink. So 187 to 197 today. And this again is also, this too is also on a downward trend. True support for this is a little more than AMC. You're looking at 120 to 150 realistically. I'm aiming for 140 though. 120 to 140, but if you really want to get this 150, wouldn't be too bad. And then the support is 280 to 300. So that's our review for that. And the volume is 1.5 million, not so much. Metamaterials volume, I didn't uh, tell you what that was, but I think it was pretty good today because of the dip. So a lot of people did buy the dip. 40 million today. A lot of people are selling off and buying. So, and this is still not on FinViz of all places. It's not on FinViz. I'm going to take a look and see the big winners and losers on FinViz. I get to WallStreetBets and the Metamaterials subreddit. And also take a look at George, the CEO of Meta. Look at his Twitter. He's tweeted some things. Okay, so I'm looking at the big losers and winners. Big loser today was Tough Built Industries, an American tools and accessories company, down 32.86%. Volume was 94 million. Excuse me. And it was as high as, what is this, $1.20? And now it's at 70 cents. So you can see the big drop there. Media, MDIA. Media co-holding on American Broadcasting Company is up 311%. So it was down at around $4 and it finished close to $17 today. So that was a monster today. It did very well. And I'll just mention those two for now. Um, okay. Seeing if any of these other ones are meme stocks or ones that I recognize. Not really, except maybe Seed. I don't really know them too much, but that's an interesting one. That's Chinese though, so just forget about that. Let's just ignore that. Unusual volume. We've got 4. I don't see any buying opportunities here. No, there's no buying opportunity. So I'm going to close that and open up George Ara's Twitter bets right after his Twitter. So George's Twitter feed, he tweeted today. It's quite a battle that he's fighting against the short sellers, but he's got announcements planned, but he cannot make these public yet because it would be unwise to make an announcement with a Tesla or Northrop Grumman because all these things have not been they're not processed. You don't live in the house when the roof is still being built. When the construction workers are still working on your house, you don't do things like that. It's just not wise. So that's why he's not doing it. And I agree with him that he should be very careful. And so let's look at his tweets. Oh, he made a lot of tweets. Okay. Let's see these tweets. Oh, man, there's a lot. Okay, July 9th. An interview. Moving to July the 9th again. By 2025, 5G technology will account for an estimated 45% of total mobile data, says Ericsson. Currently, over 7 billion people and 1 billion IoT devices around the world are served by mobile broadband networks. 5G, 6G infrastructure is a $2 trillion opportunity, and Metamaterials uh, has a 5G wireless antenna I think they're working on. So this is the first tweet of the day. It says, I understand concerns, but I've never been more confident in Meta's future prospects, and many things are in the works. I am not allowed to indicate the timings or who are the potential partnerships with or who we are having partnerships with until they become public. There is a process in place. So basically, he just announced they have a partnership, but you just can't do it yet. So just please wait. It's going to be worth it when it turns out whoever it is, if whether it's Boeing, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, Tesla, it could be Apple, who knows? But we can't announce it yet. It's going to be premature. You have to make sure this merger has been streamlined and all the dividends given out, all this paperwork is done, and you sign the dot the I's and cross the T's. So this is the second one. As the founder of Meta, no one is more motivated than I am to see the company grow and succeed. Brokerage houses and NASDAQ are still working on the little nuances that cross border complex mergers create, i.e., not a straight acquisition. Good point. Yeah, so he's saying that uh, there are a lot of complexities that have to be worked out. Number one, Metamaterials is still listed as a oil and gas company for some reason in some places, not everywhere. It's starting to be transitioned over to tech. They are a tech company, but they're not even recognized for being in the correct sector. Number one. Number two, their market cap is not correctly listed as over 2 billion, which they are. Uh, that's how much they're worth currently. But uh, when you don't update that, it's going to throw a lot of people off, and they don't really know the true value of this company, especially when they don't even do their homework. So do your homework. Uh, Third tweet says the team quality we have at Meta is outstanding and expanding. Management has lots of skin in the game, and our engineers are pioneering the metamaterials field. Again, they are the pioneer in the field. They're like the Tesla of metamaterials, and not only that, they are the first metamaterials related company to go public. I'm looking forward to offering shorts the answers they deserve, all in good time. It's funny that he's addressing the shorts. I don't think they have questions. They just want to drive you to bankruptcy. That's what they want. Thank you for your support. I think he means the longs, not the shorts. But anyhow, moving on. Let's see the more recent tweet. Okay, those are his 3 tweets of the day, and those are huge because basically what he's saying is we have a deal, we just can't tell you with who, but give it time. Give it time. I'm gonna say they'll probably announce it within the year, so before July 2022. I know that's a long time from now, but I'm just giving that as an estimate. I'm just thinking that is the latest we'll have to wait. The earliest, it's hard to say, but I'm going to say, in my estimation, probably around January 2022. So give it another 6 months. But they're going to announce something massive. It could be the Tesla deal that people are waiting for. I don't know. Could be anything. Could be Apple. Could be Northrop Grumman. Could be one of the big military aerospace contractors that deal with the U.S. government, with Department of Defense. So let's look at Wall Street Bets. I'm going to take a look and just see what's trending there. Again, I take it all with a mountain of salt because Wall Street Bets has been compromised a long time ago, back in January. So I'm just looking to see what they're making trend. What they want to make trend. So SPCE is trending. That's Virgin Galactic, and I think that's failing. So it's starting to go down, I suppose. AMC's up there, rightfully so. Clover's up there. It's good. GameStop is there. BlackBerry's there. So SPC is being pushed. There's another one. Clover again. Levi, is that the gene company? Okay, forecasted earnings for the most popular tickers. So there's a lot here, but I'm just going to name some of them: AMD, Tesla, Nvidia. Nvidia is a great stock. Depends on your entry point. SPC, I'm very speculative on. I'm not very bullish on that. Newegg is up there. Great. Wish got a mention. Well, Disney's here. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, we'll call that a day for Wall Street Bets. And here's the post on Wall Street Bets that is metamaterial related. It was on the front page. It was when I saw this earlier today. It was in the top 10 of the Wall Street Bets post. So it says here, metamaterials potential partnerships could be huge. So this is the post here. So this is the Twitter account of George Palikaras, and it's basically what I just read, that he's not allowed to indicate the timings or who are the potential partnerships that they have with until they become public. There's a process in place. So there's a potential payback for the shorts, maybe. But just read it again. It says the potential partnership. So there is a deal being worked on, but if we're really using our critical thinking, he wouldn't mention it he wouldn't say there's a potential deal if it wasn't either completed or it's close to being completed. You don't talk about something like, going to give birth to a child if you're not confident it's going to happen, or you've already given birth. Some people just like to keep things close to the chest. In this case, that's what he's doing, and that's a smart thing to do. So So a lot of people do not know what this does. They're the only NASDAQ traded company that works with Metamaterials, a completely unique class of performance materials with qualities not found in nature. So they make materials that affect all forms of energy, light, sound, heat, electricity. I mean, that's a question I had too. What do they even do? When you look at what their tech does, it deals with the EV, electric vehicle sector, deals with the medical industry in terms of the blood glucose and other things related to that, MRIs, so many potential applications. Chip makers, they can get into the solar energy industry. They can get into the aircraft industry with making film on on the panels of the windows, the window panels to deflect the laser light, and also with heads-up displays. So they can pretty much work almost in every, practically virtually every industry. They can pretty much get their foot in there. But the big ones that I'm looking at are the EV industry and the military, aerospace, and aviation. Those are the real big fields where they're going to do a killing, in my opinion. Medical, yeah, there probably will help too. But I don't think it will be as big as uh, as their deals with the aerospace, military, and EV sector. And I have to remind people they did sign deals already, 2 deals with Airbus and Lockheed Martin. That was 4 years ago now, and those deals are still those contracts still apply. They aren't finished. They're still working with these companies to this day, and they were in the same building as Tesla. Okay, so I think that's all for the Wall Street Bets post. So basically, that big post on Wall Street Bets was a retweet, but it was big enough to make the front page of Wall Street Bets. So I'm on the Metamaterials Reddit. Okay, so somebody bought 11,000 shares of Meta at $4.21. So they're actually down because the stock went down to 380, 388 somewhere about. But I'm thankful that they're buying, so that's good. And then George's tweet was also one of the top posts. I'm just going to read the comments and see what people are saying about that potential deal. And one guy posted here, I think this is funny. I'm holding until this hits 0 or 40. Then I'm either going to Walmart to buy 5 boxes of ramen or the Tesla dealership. So, all right. Yeah, I do trust the process. This merger was just done like 2 weeks ago, and they haven't given out the dividend. They have not, haven't forced the shorts to cover yet. That's coming up. I believe in this next 6 months. By January, we're going to start to see that. In April, it'll be pretty much done and done. All the dust will have settled by then. So April 1st, just so happens to be April Fool's Day, 2022, we're going to see the stock not at $4 anymore. I guarantee you that. And I don't like to guarantee things, but I guarantee you it will not be at $4. It will not be below $4 by April 2022. I can guarantee you that. So if I'm going to make a bet right here, if this is below $4 on April 2022, April 1st, 2022, if they're either bankrupt or below $4, I'm going to shut down my channel. Okay, I'm not going to have this channel anymore. I'm going to delete it. I will delete this channel if it is below $4. That's how confident I am. It will not be below $4 in about, what's that, 6 plus 4 in 10 months time. It will not be at that level. I won't say what it'll be at, but if I would give you a range, maybe between $10 to $40. So we'll see. Time will tell, but it will not be at $4 by that time, because number one, the short sellers, hedge funds will have to have covered their positions by that time. There will be a lot less naked shorting going on. The reverse stock split and all of that will have um, been taken into account. I feel like that is still being worked on. A lot of the details with the market cap situation, with even listing them in the appropriate sector, because they are not an oil and gas company, they're a tech company. And by that time, George will have announced uh, at least one deal that he has done with one of these Fortune 500 companies, whether it's a Tesla, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, etc. So I think by April we'll know a lot more, and we'll have a lot better news. And by that time, we'll also have been through at least 3 quarterly updates. So the Q was that Q4, I think Q3, Q4, and another Q, possibly Q1. So that's 3 quarterly updates. It's not going to stay at $4, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at uh, their books, if you look at their budget and everything, all their financial statistics, which I did last year, a year before, I think it was 2020, thereabouts. So they're what they were worth. Metamaterials was worth, I think it was half what they're worth today, half or a lot less. But the reality or the fact that they are worth double that now is only a sign of what's coming up. Uh, they're at 2 billion, over 2 billion market cap, meaning they were below a billion market cap last year. So this business is growing exponentially. This could go to 4 billion maybe next year. I don't know. I really don't. But it won't be at $4 anymore by that time, April 1st, 2022. Mark that in your calendars, because either this channel is shutting down or I'm going to still be here, God willing. The NASDAQ replied when I asked for a follow-up later on. You're welcome. I just followed up with the page owner, got a confirmation. We just received the SIC code from Meta. We can expect to see the updated sector after the market opens by tomorrow. Wow. That's very big. Okay. I got that dip. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed this today when it went at $4, and I thought, oh wow, this is the dip. If this wasn't the dip, I don't know what is. But again, I think the lowest this goes is probably 2. I see real support at 3, around $3, 280 to $3. Because when I was really studying the chart, I realized it was actually closer to 280, $3. But considering everything that has happened, the merger, the stock split, the dividend, uh, it's I don't know if it will go below uh, to $3 or below. I mean, it might be just the support might be too strong for that to happen, but we'll see. I mean, it is at $4 and went to 380, 388. Okay. Okay, so someone posted here. Someone posted the stock price prediction um, for Metamaterials based on what is some websites here. They predict the price will be $18, and another site is saying 78 for July 12, 2022, and 157 by 2026. That's how many years is that from now? So one is next year and one is 5 years from now. Um, you know what? We'll see. Might be there, but time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, I've got how many more posts here? 2 more. I'm gonna look at the comments. Checking this blog here. Adapt or be left by Leszek Kowalski. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't even realize my camera's like on the angle there. Sorry about that. All right. So this post is saying George, exclamation point. So the top responses here, it says, I just saw this too. People need to chill out, trust the process. I mean, people who are panic selling don't understand. They didn't do their homework. They didn't do their due diligence to see what this company does and their deals in the past and the potential future for the company. They probably don't even know about the Elon Musk and George Palikaras tweeting back and forth. That's no accident. I mean, you have Elon Musk tweeting. He's tweeting about Meta. He's actually saying Metamaterial. He actually said that in one of his tweets. Actually, there are 6 tweets. You know what? I'm just gonna go and watch that video right now and just tell you what those tweets are because it's that big. It warrants another, just a reminder to see is this a coincidence or is it just, is it a coincidence or not? And they tweeted to each other 6 times on 6 separate occasions. So I'm going to look at that. I think it's at Alpha Stock Strategies. Here, Meta and Tesla, Elon Musk. So I linked this in one of my videos. So it says here, the truth about Elon Musk and Tesla. So I'm going to open that and fast forward to the tweets and read them for you. I just turned on my volume. Become deaf. All right, I'm gonna move forward to.
What is up, all you greedy little bastards? What's up, guys? This is your boy Andrew and Mike, and in today's video.
Okay, it's going a little slow. I might have to slow it on my Switch. Probably do it on my Switch instead.
We got a jam-packed video. We're gonna talk about Metamaterials, Elon Musk, and Tesla, and we're gonna take you through the history.
Yeah, I'll look it up here. So this is Alpha Stock. Oh my goodness. Meta and Tesla. Here it is. Okay. It's an ad. Okay, so this one from Reddit. This one from Reddit saying George is purposely holding the SIC code from NASDAQ. He is waiting on all shares to be accounted for. He will submit the SIC the day before the investor conference. He has an NDA with the company buying Torchlight assets. The deal is finalized, waiting to disperse the DIVI. DI or dividend, maybe. Dividend will be dispersed the day before or day after the conference, or day of the conference. He will release a partnership at the conference, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Verizon, etc., or Boeing. Dividend and press release in institutions and sector change and shorts closing equals $100 to $200 per share. Again, the is the unicorn best. What is he talking about? More than likely will never happen case. Just having a little fun. Do you think the Canadian mastermind could pull it off? So this person is making wild speculation. You could be right, he could be wrong, but you know what? That's not. We don't know. We don't know. So I'm going to go to the tweets here. Here it is. Okay.
Here's exactly what you have. Metamaterials is a clean tech company that is doing a reverse takeover of an oil and gas.
Okay, where's the tweet? It's over in the. Oh man, they're taking a while to get there.
As a research and development facility.
So I'm at the 10-minute mark.
Way back in February, again, and he also made his profile picture a picture of a fork, and in his biography on his Twitter, he put Meta fork.
Okay, so Elon Musk tweeted a picture of a fork, and in the same picture, he tweeted Meta fork.
Now, guys, this created a lot of speculation. Many people thought that this had a lot to do with cryptocurrencies. Other people speculated that, again, this was proof that they are working with Metamaterials. Needless to say, I don't think either side was wrong. There was a lot of speculation going on. Elon Musk never said anything else about this, so nobody actually truly knows. But we move on to the next piece of evidence, where Elon Musk actually tweets this picture, and just like Elon Musk, this picture makes absolutely no sense. But what's even more interesting is George, the CEO of Metamaterial, actually responds to this tweet, and this is what George says. So George tags Elon Musk and says, "That's so meta. Remember, there is no hashtag spoon." Winky face.
So, guys, at one point we were talking about a coincidence, but now you're up to 4 coincidences that are all in line with each other. Can it still be considered a coincidence at this point?
But that's not enough, guys. We have to continue to go on because there's even more. And this last tweet that we're about to tell you about, I think, really seals the deal. So just here recently on May 22nd.
Okay, so you have Elon Musk tweeting randomly about a fork and saying Meta. That's so meta. And then George Pelikaras, he tends to retweet whatever Elon Musk tweets, and he responded with, "There is no spoon."
Elon Musk tweets out, "Any sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from technology." Now, this
Okay, so I'm going to read that again.
about, I think, really seals the deal. So just here recently on May 22nd, Elon Musk tweets out, "Any..."
So May 22nd, Elon Musk tweeted, "Any sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from technology." Okay, what does that even mean? It's really cryptic.
Sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from technology. Now, this just looks like another tweet from Elon Musk,
I've
right?
heard that before, too.
Until
he
you-
wasn't the first one to say that.
Until you pull up George's tweet from the exact same day, and he tweets out an article, and when you click on this article, it says metamaterials make physics seem like magic.
Okay, so the same day, this is the big question though. Did George tweet this before Elon Musk made the tweet? Or did he tweet it after? That's the big game changer. If he tweeted this before Elon Musk had tweeted, this means Elon is pretty much referring to what George had tweeted. This article that he posted the very same day saying metamaterials make physics seem like magic. So, okay.
And then in the very first line, it says, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic."
Oh my gosh.
When
Okay.
you click on this article,
Okay. I didn't realize that. So the very first line of the article. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this stock is not exploding right now, but okay, I do. It's the short sellers and the hedge funds. But basically, Elon Musk took the first line of the article that George Pelikaras had tweeted and tweeted that. That is not a coincidence at all. I mean, I would say, you know what, that fork, Elon Musk tweeting a fork, and then George Pelikaras responding, retweeting a spoon. Well, you know what? I could do that too. I could say Elon Musk tweeted about a pancakes. I'm going to tweet about syrup. It doesn't mean I'm doing a deal with Elon Musk, because it just means I like him and I'm trying to get a reaction, and people might think I'm doing a deal with him. But if I tweet an article on the internet and I'm saying, like Godzilla versus King Kong, and in the first line it says, monkeys are better than lizards, and then Elon Musk tweets, monkeys are better than lizards. That is a complete connection. That is not speculation. That is factual. That it came from that article. It's not. It's like, you get a bunch of monkeys in a room typing on typewriters, and they're going to just come up randomly with the Shakespearean soliloquy. It doesn't happen.
it says metamaterials make physics seem like magic, and then in the very first line it says, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic."
Okay, so that line is also an Arthur C. Clarke quote, but is there a likelihood this is not a coincidence? And I would say yes, because it was tweeted the same day. Yeah, you can always retweet a famous quote, like something from Abraham Lincoln, or someone famous like that. But an Arthur C. Clarke a quote, a specific quote too, and on a specific date, I think the coincidences are pretty much narrowed down to 0.
Another coincidence? So you're talking about 6 coincidences now?
All right, so your next question is, okay, Andrew, that sounds like maybe it could be true, but let's talk about what Metamaterials actually has to offer Tesla. Because I feel like once you actually know what
Okay, so there are 6 coincidences. I didn't get the first 4, but the first 4 were not related to Twitter. So there were 2 coincidences on Twitter, seemingly, and then the other ones have to do with the building that they work in, and the address. So anyhow, yeah, this is a great video. I watched it. This is my second time watching it, and it's only, what is this, 20 minutes long? About 19 minutes long, but it's worth a rewatch just to see what these coincidences are. I might as well just listen to it right now and see what it is.
we go so deep on the DD, it's crazy, but you know what we don't do? We don't skip the basics, and nobody knows the basics.
A market cap of $294 million with only 105 million shares outstanding. Now that we know there are no red flags with just the basics, again, guys, this is just the basics. Your DD has to go much further than that.
It goes back to Elon Musk and Tesla. So don't worry, guys. We're going to get to that point, but you have to understand this before we move on. So, guys, let's talk about the history. So, Metamaterials was a 1,000% gainer. Congratulations to all the people who got in humbled, even though their share price is struggling, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, guys, so let's define what a reverse takeover is. A reverse takeover is a process where private companies can become publicly traded companies without going through an initial public offering. The private company shareholder then exchanges its shares in the private company for shares.
They're just talking about technical stuff.
Our company and Metamaterials will own about 75% of the combined.
That's the merger. Talking about the merger.
You will be receiving the special dividend.
Okay, talking about the dividend.
They're going to tell you that it's worth around 800 to 900 million. No one truly knows the amount of the dividend, guys, and I don't want to speculate here because it's really hard.
We're going to get into all that right now. So at Metamaterial, they design and manufacture complex films and other materials called metamaterials. I know, confusing, right? These are materials that can manipulate and utilize light and other forms of energy in new and often amazing ways. A metamaterial is any material engineered to have a property that is not found in naturally occurring materials. They are made from assemblies of multiple elements, fashioned from composite materials such as metals and plastics. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to dumb all this down so that all of us can understand this. This material can be applied to many different sectors, including automotive, medical, aerospace, and defense, consumer electronics, and even solar. This is just so widely applicable. This right here is why Andrew and I are so fired up to talk about this company in general. But for today's video, we're going to be focusing primarily on the automotive application, because to talk about all these others would be an hour-long video, and we respect your time. And we know that, honestly speaking, Elon Musk doesn't give a damn about any of those other applications. He's only going to be focused on the automotive applications. So here's how metamaterials can be applied to the automotive sector. We're talking a heads-up display. They have an incredible HUD coming out right now. They have de-icing and defogging technology that is nothing like what's on the market now. Plus, not to mention, the most exciting part, in Andrew and I's opinion, is its transparent 5G antennas. This, in my own personal opinion, is what Elon is probably most interested in. Keyword there is probably, nobody knows for sure. Plus, they also have revolutionary anti-reflection technology that's so widely applicable. This can be applied to so many industries outside the automotive industry. We want to give you an explanation on all of these, but first we're going to give you the information that I know you clicked this video for, and that's the connection to Elon Musk.
Okay, guys, let's start from the very beginning. All right, guys, so Mike and I actually came out with a video on February 14th, and we called Tesla and Metamaterial working together. We were the first YouTubers to call us. If you don't believe it, just type it in Google, and we're going to be the first video that pops up. Now, your next question may be, Andrew, Mike, how the hell did you speculate that Tesla and Metamaterials was working together way back in February? Well, guys, through some extensive research done by our Discord, who reached out to us and said, hey, man, take a look at this great information that we have. And if you want to be a part of our Discord, I highly recommend you hit the link down in the description, guys. It's only $25 a month. If you don't make that money back in the stock market this month, man, you can just cancel your membership, guys. It's going to be worth it. We have an amazing community. If you want to do that, link is in the description. It's the very first link, guys. But what we found is that Tesla and Metamaterials is working in the same facility in Canada, and here's how we proved it. So there's a company called Innova Corp, and what Innova Corp does is they provide incubation facilities for many different companies so that they can do research and development. Well, Tesla actually has a research and development facility over at this address. And as you can see on InnovaCorp's website, you see the address right here, 1 Research Drive, Dartmouth, NS, Canada. All right. Well, your next step is going to be, okay, well, let's take a look at Metamaterials address. And as you can see, Metamaterial, 1 Research Drive, Dartmouth, Canada, it's the exact same address. Now, as far as coincidence,
I think not.
I think not. So your next question may be, well, Andrew, that doesn't prove that they are working together. Yes, that is true. However, that does prove that they are working in the same facility. And from my thought process, wouldn't Metamaterials just absolutely be crazy and out of their mind if they didn't take that as an opportunity to network with Tesla? If Metamaterials has a product that can be applied to the automotive industry, and you have the giant Tesla working in the same building, don't you think that Metamaterials would be completely out of their mind to not network and least tell them about this amazing product that they have? Guys, if you believe that that is a coincidence, then I think that you are profoundly and incredibly wrong, because I don't believe it's a coincidence, guys. I believe absolutely there's some networking going on here, Tesla guys, but that's not enough. And then we have the metaphoric tweet. Now, guys, Elon Musk tweets a lot of things, but way back in February, again, he also...
Okay, so there's just one coincidence that they mentioned. The first one being the address. And the second one is the fork. The third one is the retweet by George saying there's no spoon. So that's 3. The fourth is the tweet by Elon saying about the magic. Then 5th is regarding the article. So it's just a back and forth. So you have 5 coincidences. Okay, so it looks like that's about it. I might do another video for the blog post from Kowalski.
Into the facts. The facts of the matter are, Metamaterials is an incredibly great company that has a lot of products that are widely applicable to many different industries. I want to briefly cover some of them. So
they said 6 coincidences. It was closer to 5. So that's all I have for today. We'll see how the rest of the week pans out. But you know what? Whether the stock goes to 0 or it goes to 10, this isn't a short-term play. This is a long-term investment. It's going to take at least 6 months. We're looking again at January 1st, 2022. That's when the assets will have been sold by then. The latest it can be sold is December 28th. They give us a solid date. December 28th, 2021 is the absolute last day for them to sell off all Torchlight assets. So that is one of the prerequisites, one of the necessary items that have to be done before the dividend can be given out in full. And I'm giving them a 3-month grace period to actually complete that. That's why I'm saying April 1st, 2022, we're going to look at a big turnaround for this company, where right now we see it at below $4, around $3.88, $3.90 something. Won't be there anymore. That'll be long gone into the dust, into the past, and we will just laugh at all the short nonsense going on. So thank you very much for your time. I'm going to look at the comments really quick before I close up. Okay, nothing. Great. And we'll check back tomorrow or whenever I feel like it. But we'll do another update probably tomorrow just to see what goes on, whether it goes up, goes down. It's just nice to check in and see how it's going. So this channel is pretty much all about metamaterials. I'm not going to lie. I used to be GameStop and AMC before, and now I'm fully on board with Meta. So thank you again. God bless you, and God bless your investments.